Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. The final whistle has just gone. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Burnley 0. I've got Spurs fan Melvin with me. Melvin, that is what we're talking about. Tottenham up to 8th in the Premier League now. We are 6 points away from the top 4. What did you make of today's performance?
Yeah, it was great. It was an extremely fast start, with a beautiful pass by Son and Bale finishing it off. Yeah, I'm really delighted. We needed this victory. We needed to gather some momentum, and at home we should be winning these games comfortably, and we did. We won 5-0 last season, 4-0 again this season. So yeah, I'm delighted, and good to see Gareth Bale, scoring and assisting, and this is probably the performance we've been expecting for the entire season. It's finally so good to see it happen, and yeah, I'm delighted.
Well, as you say there, 2 goals from Gareth Bale, 1 from Harry Kane, 1 from Lucas Moura, 2 assists for Heung-min Son, 1 for Gareth Bale, 1 for Sergio Reguilon. All about Gareth Bale today, isn't it, Melvin?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know what I think. The guy needed time and fitness, because he seemed happy at the club. It's just he needed some game time and some proper momentum, and now he just seems to be smiling and playing like his old self. He doesn't rely on pace. It's just the quality of the guy. The right position, and it doesn't take many chances. He doesn't need many chances to score goals, and he has such a wicked left foot. And it's a shame he didn't get his hat-trick, but 2 goals and 2 assists from Bale. It's a really good return, and we need it for the remaining of the season. It's just hopefully he didn't get a knock, and I think Jose took him off at the right time to bring on Lamela and the other boys and Dele, and yeah, it's so good to see him do that in the Premier League, especially, not just in the Europa League and the cups. And we need him for the remaining of the season. Hopefully he can build up enough confidence and enough time, to play and be an important figure in the team.
Melvin, this was like a performance of earlier on in the season, wasn't it, when Tottenham were top of the Premier League? Because, just after 2 minutes, as you say, Heung-min Son put the ball in for Gareth Bale to finish 1-0, and then chance after chance after chance. 15 minutes gone, Harry Kane then scored. Great assist from Gareth Bale as well. And then on 31 minutes, Tottenham went 3-0 up through Lucas Moura, and this was like the Tottenham, earlier on this season, wasn't it? And Tottenham fans, particularly Jose Mourinho as well, we really, really did need the 3 points today.
Yeah, we did. It reminded me a lot of the West Ham game earlier this season when we played at home. We were also 3-0 in a matter of minutes. I think playing Lucas couldn't be dropped. I think the last few matches he was probably one of the best guys on the pitch. He worked his socks off, and it was interesting seeing him play that position because he was very direct, and whenever he got the ball, people had to mark him tight, which created gaps, and it just, I didn't know where the next pass was going to go, and people were moving very, very well. And it just seemed that it also freed up Reguilon on the left and Sergio Aurier on the right, and I think it was perfect today. And hopefully we can sustain it for 90 minutes against other teams, and we can do it against bigger and better opposition as well. But it was a really, really good performance, and maybe it gives him options as well. Maybe play Lamela instead of Lucas, maybe Dele next time. It gives him options, but it was really, really good to see even Son, who's had some quiet matches lately, with the assists. It's good to see him play well again.
Wasn't it great to see, though, that Jose Mourinho started Gareth Bale, Harry Kane and Heung-min Son all together? And then, of course, when Dele Alli come on, I know it only lasted a couple of minutes, but to have those fabulous 4 players, playing in the same team, the attacking options, Melvin, are absolutely fantastic. And, although Spurs won 4-0 today, we could have scored an absolute hatful, couldn't we?
Yeah. What was interesting today was, Eric Dyer didn't play, and we played with Toby and Sanchez, who I think, deserve a mention because they played really, really well. Especially, them two as a partnership, they were really, really solid. It's disappointing in a way because it it kind of irons out, the problem in our team, which I think in a way is Eric Dyer. But even though I am a fan of Eric Dyer, it's just we've been religiously playing Eric Dyer at the back, and he's not really a central defender. He's been converted into a defensive midfielder now, back again into a central defender. So I don't know going forward what Jose is going to do. Is he going to continue with these two at the back, which I think until they make a mistake, I think they should, because I don't think it should change a winning team. But yeah, going back, to the attacking side of the team, they played really well. I'm very happy. 4-0. It's a shame I didn't put Gareth Bale in my fantasy team because, with 2 goals and 1 assist, very happy with that.
Melvin, our next game in the Premier League is Fulham away on Thursday. Now, Tottenham are 6 points away from top 4. What are you thinking at this stage?
Momentum. It's like this game, it's the perfect 4-0, into that Fulham match. Now we have something to fight for, and it will be, they can start to believe and see it again. If we get 3 points against Fulham, which will be within distance, other teams will drop points. Manchester play Chelsea today, West Ham drop points. All we have to do is just win the next match and continue that. It's hard. It was hard to build momentum earlier, in January and December when we were playing Liverpool and then City, and we kept dropping points and we had injuries. But now I think we got some big teams out of the way. Now it's time to build some momentum and get 3, 4, 5 victories in a row, and perhaps a couple results against the big 6. We need to go to Arsenal and win. If we can get the double over Arsenal this season, and we haven't done that in years. I haven't seen that in my life. And I think this is the season for us to do the double over Arsenal. They've been playing slightly better. They won against Leicester today, and they won in the Europa League. But we definitely have the players to beat them. And I think this is the season for us to do the double over Arsenal. And if we have any chance to get into the top 4, it's a must. We have to win every single game. Draws just don't cut it anymore.
Well, dare I say it, Melvin, 2 very winnable games, our next 2 Premier League games. Fulham away on Thursday, and then Sunday's game at home to Crystal Palace. Now, Tottenham win both of them. Surely, as you just said, momentum, going into these games, and Tottenham are 6 points away from the top 4 right now. Are you feeling like Tottenham could get that top 4 place at the end of the season? Or is it am I getting carried away?
Well, playing like that, we can. It's just we have to do it against Fulham, and we have to win. It's just a draw isn't good enough. We cannot keep getting draws. We just need to win. Simple as that. There's nothing else we'll do at this point. We need to get 4 or 5 victories in a row. People around us hopefully drop some points, and we'll be up there. It's what we need to do. And otherwise, the momentum will kill us. There'll be no belief in the team. It's what we need. We need victories. We're much better than what our position and what our points tally is showing us. Yeah. So yeah, we can do it. We definitely can do it. And with Bale finding a bit of form, and I think it inspired some of the team, and today's victory just showed it.
Melvin, who's your man of the match today?
It has to be Gareth Bale, even though during the game I was so impressed with Harry Kane as well. Some of the passes and some of the turns that he did. I was disappointed that Kane didn't score a couple more, actually, because I want to see Kane score most of all from all of our players. But yeah, I'll give it to Gareth Bale. I think it was very, very, very good. He took up really good positions. When he dropped deep, he found Kane with an amazing pass, which cut out the entire Burnley team. So, Bale is showing the magic that he has. So I'll give it to him.
Now, Mike brings up a great point here. I'll start getting excited if we win the next 2 games in the same way. It is all about the next couple of games and the way that we play, because we destroyed Burnley today. As I said earlier, we could have scored an absolute hatful, but the confidence that we will take into the next Premier League game against Fulham, after today's result, after Wednesday night's Europa League tie against Wolfsburg as well, of course, winning 4-0 in that one. It's all about going forward. So let's hope that Tottenham can, this is our turning point. This is our turning point in the season, and let's hope that we can challenge for that top 4. Melvin, thank you very much as always. And, before you go, please do give me a score prediction for the Fulham game on Thursday.
Let's see, Fulham away. I think Fulham will try to get something out of the match. They won't sit deep. And, Craven Cottage is a small stadium, so I don't know. I think 2-0 Tottenham. I think we could keep another clean sheet. We're capable of it. And hopefully with no injuries and, Reguilon back starting, and playing the full team, I think we can win. I'll say 2-0.
Brilliant. Melvin, love your confidence. Lovely to talk to you as always, and come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.